What's going on, GQ? I'm Jalen Hurts, and these are my essentials. One of my essentials, very important to me, is my FaceTime calls with my grandmother. She calling me right now.
Okay.
What's up? What you doing? I'm doing this thing with GQ right now. Like GQ magazine. I was gonna call you, but when I asked you what you was doing, you had already beat me to it.
Wait, you want me to hang up and you could call me?
Nah, we on the phone now. But I ain't wanna hold you too much.
Look what I wear. I'm gonna show you what I got on. Let me show you my top. And I still get tan. I don't understand that. I'm trying to figure out how the hell am I still getting a tan when
She not gonna hang up.
long sleeve clothes.
Let me let you go ahead and get back to your business.
Okay, have a good day, Granny. Love you.
Love you too. She gives me so much wisdom, so much love. She will let me know if I haven't talked to her in a minute. She'll be like, well, my name is Cynthia Dugar, and you are? How are you? She has a big heart. She's a character, but everybody loves her. I love her too. One of my big essentials, my hot sauce. Being where I'm from, I mean, we put this on everything. If it's missing a little piece, just put a little Louisiana on that. Not Tabasco, not nothing else. I need Louisiana. One of my essentials would have been Popeyes, and it is an essential. You know, I grew up eating a 2-piece Tuesday special. Every Tuesday, you get 2 pieces of chicken, a drum, and a thigh for 99 cents. It brings back so many childhood memories. But now that, you know, I'm taking things to the next level in terms of my diet, I don't eat it as much, but every blue moon, I gotta get me a 2-piece or a 3-piece with a red bean, apple pie, grape jelly, lemonade, all that. But for now, I just throw the hot sauce on whatever I can, try and keep it simple. Another one of my essentials, my cologne. You always have to smell good. So this is my favorite right here. Lafayette Street, number 9, bond number 9. This is my favorite cologne. Funny story about this. So I was in the mall in Florida. Me and my teammates were working out. We was throwing out there. We had got the guys together to go work out. We ended up running past this woman selling cologne at the mall. And we was just trying stuff. And she gives me this one. I'm like, this the one. But then she told me the price. And I said, that ain't the one no more. I ended up buying a whole bunch of the little small ones after the fact. You know, my pops put me on cologne. I got all my ways from him, so he my hero. This here is another one of my essentials. I have my daily devotional and I have my journal. It's really important to me because I'm a man of God. Waking up every morning and having a routine where I can gain some wisdom and learn His word, just walk by the Spirit, and I strive to do that daily. And I challenge myself to spread that word organically. My favorite scripture is John 13:7. Jesus replied, you may not know now, but later you will understand. My daily devotional has been a pivotal part of my life. I have my journal. I always write down the things that I'm grateful for. Dedicate some time to giving gratitude to where I am, where I've come, and who's come with me. So my essential, my lemon perfect. Kiwi star fruit. It's a new flavor that just dropped. This is one of my favorite drinks. And I love this drink so much because it's so healthy. It's only 5 calories in it. Man, a guy like me, being an athlete, my body is everything. You know, I talked about like the Popeyes and like drinking lemonade and all that. It was like now I got to the point where I don't do that as much and I try and find healthier options to consume something that's flavorful. Lemon Perfect get the job done. Shout out to Lemon Perfect for making a healthy drink, healthy option. You gotta have your cocoa butter. Being in the cold up here in Philadelphia, in the games, waking up, it gets humid, but sometimes it's dry out. That's an essential with me, wherever I am. Where I'm from, it was just in the house. Like, it was always there. It always comes in clutch at the games. Like, during the games, I asked Shanice, one of the trainers for us, I was like, hey, you got some cocoa butter? Another one of my essentials, my Dorag. You gotta keep it tight up top. Try and put the Dorag on before I go to sleep. If I'm just chilling, I ain't doing too much, I have it on my head. Nah, I'm giving like AI vibes, you know? I remember when I was a kid, I watched this Miami, the U, 30 for 30. And I forget one of the players' names. In the documentary, he talked about how he took his helmet off every time he made a big play. He was like, well, you should look at the NBA. Everybody see their face. I wanted them to see my face too. That like hit me, cause I'm like, that's real, you know what I'm saying? So I always try and make it like a thing, like I gotta have a fresh fade. I gotta have a nice little cut. So when I take my helmet off, it's right there, you know what I'm saying? Gotta have your car mixed. A reason for having two of them is these two different versions of the chapstick, they serve different purposes, I think. Middle of the game, I'd rather have a stick of chapstick. You know, if I'm just chilling, I keep this in my car. Man, it gets so cold out here in Philly up north. It gets so cold, it gets dry. I think car mix, it heals, you know, it kind of heals your lips. This is really, really important to me. My music, my albums, my vinyl records. I started collecting vinyls like 2 years ago. I wanted something unique, something that kind of, you know, made my space different. Frankie Beverly is by far my favorite artist ever. My first concert ever, I went to a Frankie Beverly concert. I've always had like an old soul. So I was a junior in college, vibing with all the old folks. It was on a bye week. They had it at the Magic City Classic right there in Birmingham, Alabama. So I get the opportunity to go meet Frankie. He was the coolest guy, FaceTime my mom, say hello to my mom. Anita Baker, she just so cold to me, like, you know what I mean? She has a beautiful voice. She always can set the mood, set the tone. Angela Winbush. So Angela Winbush has a record called Your Smile, I'm an Angel. And I know different guys have the different things, but mine's is slow music. And when I listen to these two songs, I get into their zones. And then my Al Green, my pops put me on Al Green. Every time we had gatherings outside, we didn't have like a big stereo radio or anything like that. My dad had this big red truck. It was a Lincoln truck. They don't make them no more. We go outside, boil crawfish, hang out. He'd always go in his truck, open all 4 doors, let it ride all day on repeat. So I know every song from front to back, side to side, all that. It's a part of me. It's a part of my childhood, a part of who I am. My Apple iPad. I'm moving around so much, traveling so much, and I like to keep my film on me at any time, so I'm able to jot down thoughts. I'm able to watch film, watch tape. Just consistency is big for me, you know, so I try and be consistent on everything that I do with my craft, and I take it very seriously, so this is a great way for me to find out new knowledge about what I'm doing. I remember in college, like I used to, you know, watch tape on the plane or whatever, but I don't really do that anymore. Very essential to me and what I do and who I am. I just want to thank y'all for taking out some time to get to know me through my essentials. Appreciate y'all. Jay Hurst signing out.